Donald, you're going to be real happy to hear this. Mr. Donald Trump, a.k.a. POTUS, shortly, a few months, I think. Listen, I don't want anything misconstrued about my behavior in the incident on the video that you've seen, Donald. The reason I sounded totally inebriated or on something, the tirade, the anger, and that was coming from a very rational place in my mind. What wasn't was the effect of the drop in the blood sugar, which kind of was the start of my blood sugar, which kind of was the start of the whole conflict. In any case, here's why I sounded the way I did. I was flying back from Cancun, wonderful facility known as Ocean Dental, or Cancun Dental Specialist. The degree of craft and product and facilities is frankly better than anything I've seen in the States so far, and that includes clear choice with its fancy offices. Let their reception and everything else be fancy. This Ocean Dental has a completely different company mission, and they have the distinct and unique advantage is in the fact that they own their own lab. And even then, I mean, the lab's only going to be as good as what you have there. You know all about having the right people, the right tool. I got to finish this up. Let's jump. I really want to move past this. Number one, excuse me for a moment. I'm so thrilled with this. There's absolutely no way I'm not going to utilize it. All right. And that simply, and these teeth are sitting like bedrock. The top ones are permanent. The bottom ones couldn't be for now because they had to put 2 posts in. And just to dispel the myth of teeth in a day, what you actually get is a pair of cover clonkers, and you really, within 24 hours of selling, and they start flopping around. They feel like you've got 2 clogs in your mouth that don't quite fit in any given time and are always trying to get out. And I don't care how much C-bond or whatever you put on it. It's no way to live, and certainly no way for an elderly person to have to spend their lives not being able to eat solid food. I did it for 5.5 years, and I'm not even that old, and I'm telling you, it is psychologically devastating, and that's part of the reason they're all taking pills to make themselves feel better. They're miserable. They're malnutrited. That can be taken care of. Because what I had done, it can be argued, and I'm sure you have the people, that these are not really implants if they're snap-ons. I don't know. But my instincts are telling me this is a highly arguable issue. I'm in 4 minutes. You have 2 options. You want the rest of the tape? Send a messenger, someone that you trust. I'll give him a peek at the second section that ties it all together. And he can report back to you. If you have any interest, fine. If not, bid him far too well. But if it should turn out any differently, I am very specific as to the first part was a contribution. This part is not. This part is will have to be business. If I am going to be an acolyte, not really an acolyte, of yours, I have to follow your example and do it the American way. If you can do good at the same time as enriching yourself in a more than reasonable fashion, you're good. I'll be fine. I'm such a person. I really don't have many needs. I have some things that I would like to get done that I no longer have the physical fortitude because of stenosis of the back and some other crap. I need that to be. If you're not doing it yourself, the expense, of course, is going to be substantially higher. I'm an excellent project manager when it comes to dealing with subcontractors and contractors. After Hurricane Andrew, after all, I rebuilt, redesigned the house within the same amount of square footage, and make your own decisions. And the other way is send a nice car for me, not another stretch crap. My neighborhood is village of Palmetto Bay. It's peaceful. I don't want any of that kind of crap. But, I own a vet, which unfortunately is at Charlie's, my mechanics today, because of a piece of plastic. It's a transmission linkage pin. So I haven't been able to drive my vet since I got back from Cancun, and driving a vet is definitely, especially with this now, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's just hard to grow up, You want to flash a little bit, and the truth of the matter is I do believe that I've driven a lot of sports cars, and the American Corvette, I think, is the best car for the roads that exist in today's, world, because its handling is, it has its own personality. So, in any case, enough of that. All right, guys. Well, listen, you make your decisions. If you want to arrange for a venue and send you know what, Caddy CTS, something like that, to come get me, like the small one. And take me to, a venue that you may have available, which I'm sure a person like you would. And I'll come see you. And we can do this in person. Frankly, I have no objection of doing it just this way, and by Skype. It'll take about, the way I negotiate, it shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, because I have a completely different style of negotiating. In certain instances, I simply don't. This is one of those instances, because I'm not motivated enough. I can easily hold the rest of that tape for another appropriate time, and I think if what I think may happen with these postings that I've done on this issue and the incident will not fail to raise some commentary and opinion. And right now, at this point, you've got to jump on it, because you've had more than several hours advance. You knew it was going to come. You knew it was going to hit. You guys, I hope, you had somebody standing by and checking to see if anything was going on. Because if you had done that, you would have first copy. You would have already known what it was about, and you could have prepared yourself one hell of a day before a primary, with all the attention on a real issue that has significance of being life and death issues in terms of medical care and I was denied aboard that flight, which is there on the rest of that tape, the stewardess and so on. So, you let me know. I'm not a needy person, so, and besides the fact I'm voting for you, and that gives you special dispensation, there is no doubt that we come to yes. We tie this up ASAP. It's, let me see the time. I'm charging my watch. In any case, whatever time it is at this point, let's move this along. I want this over with. If I got to come to you, you want to come to me, maybe offer me some pâté. I do not drink, I do not drug. A nice French pâté, I haven't had that in years, with the proper baguette. And keep in mind I'm French. I wouldn't mind that at all, but if I'm going to take that time, I need it to get done today. Had a new driveway laid here at the house, and the guys did a really nice job, except they failed to tell me that they had cut my whole underwater sprinkler system, and I'm responsible for repairing it. That's the way I roll. So that's where I'll be at, and that's what I need to get to. Thanks. Bye. Let's see what happens, huh?